Just look at the intricacy of this little bait. Insane. Oh yeah, what a spread. Alright everybody, welcome back to the World's Worst Fishing. I'm your host Chris Jones, and man, it is now the new year, so hope everyone had a happy new year. The weather is awesome here in North Florida, so it feels great out here. With that said, our recent video, I showed briefly a tiny little goby bait, okay, a little goby mold, and a lot of people you know, hit me up in the comments and sent me even direct messages asking about that bait and about that mold and where it came from. So I figured it was time to do a dedicated video to the Slims Lures hand-poured goby mold. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? So this is a handmade mold by Noah Allen Clark, and anyone who's in the soft bait community or who's active in the soft bait community, you've probably seen his work. We've had several of his molds on here before. Probably his most popular one is the coffin craw. However, this little goby has been turning heads for a long time. There's been some really big names in the hand pourer community pouring this mold. So we're going to give it a shot today. I have not poured it very many times, but I've been looking at some pictures of some gobies and looking at some gobies that people have done on the Facebook groups and here and there, and yeah, I got inspired. So let's check out the Slims Lures goby mold. We'll also show you how you can get in contact with Noah if you are interested in trying to get some of these molds. Okay, so here is the mold, and as you can see, it is a tiny bait. There's my finger next to it. So we are working in small proportions today. However, this is Noah's Instagram page, Slims Lures. Alright, and if we just kind of scroll down here, you can see here is the goby mold. I guess somebody had an 8 cavity made. So this is how you can contact him. Let's see, this is probably, yeah, there's the coffin crawl right there. Oh, I can't zoom in. I thought I could zoom in on Instagram. But anyways, he's been doing really great silicone, just custom mold work now for a really long time. Yeah, here's a little bit bigger goby, I guess. So yeah, we could go through his page all day, and yeah, there's some divider cup coffin craws. I think Middle River baits. Yes, Austin poured those. So anyway, let's take a little closer look here. Right, just whatever detail that we can show you. I don't really want to rip anything, so I don't want to pull too hard. Oh my gosh, laundry noise. All right, cut. All right, so being that this is a tiny bait, we're going to go with a medium durometer plastic. You could probably even get away with something a little bit. Oh, that's still swim bait. Sorry, I thought I had some worm blend right there. But we're going to go with a medium durometer plastic. You can see we have almost a full bucket here. That's always a good thing when you've got tons of plastic. So anyway, we always want to mix it up. We actually mix this up off camera with the drill, but I just kind of like to show people somewhat of the whole process here. So here's our raw plastisol material, and you're going to get to watch this turned into a finished working lure. All right, plastic going in, and let's just do that one for a minute 50. And yeah, I think that will be a safe temperature for that amount of plastic. Alright, so for the top color, for the first color in, I want to go with some sort of brownish top, right? So we're going to add some scuppernong and then some actual brown. Alright, and just kind of see where that gets us. You know, because if I look at a goby, and we'll do some crazy colors in this video as well, but if I just look at a goby for what it is, they're sort of splotchy browns and blacks, almost like a catfish in a way. Okay, that's looking okay. But I actually want it to be a lighter shade of brown. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Here's something you don't see me use a lot, white. But like real opaque white, not white pearl. Alright, and look at the effect that that has. Yeah. Kind of takes it from dark chocolate to milk chocolate. Yeah. Yeah, looking good. That's not half bad. And then gobies usually, like I said, have sort of those kind of black splotches. So we're going to use some large black flake. It's the .062 stuff. And we're going to be generous with it. But then we're also going to add some color because that's the soft plastic thing to do. So we're going to add a few other colors of flakes. Maybe some small gold. A little bit here. And then I want to add some purple flake. So for some reason purple was just kind of calling my name. But not a lot. Again, just sort of a accent flake, if you want to call it that. Just to add some pizzazz to it. And then we'll kind of see where that gets us. Little Mardi Gras brown, if you will. And this will sort of be our top color. I do want to darken it just a smidge. Oh, that was way too much black. Sorry for the sloppiness there. It kind of all came out really fast on me. I only meant to do 1 or 2 drops. But I think we salvaged it. We were kind of able to scoop out a drop or 2 worth. Yeah, this is looking good. And for the belly color, like so many things, just straight white mica. No fancy powders, no color shifts. We just want a good natural white pearl base for our goby. So we're going to start with that. And you know, you can always stick in your white pearl with the regular white. I just like to use straight white pearl. Alright, here we go. We're going to try to pour a laminate. This is going to be really hard because we're working in such tight spaces here. We just want to get a little bit into that tail, so to speak. You could always just capsule the mold, just pour a bunch of plastic in and dump it out. But we're going to go for a true laminate at least the first time. Alright. Yeah, okay. And now for some heat gun action. Really want to get things cooking in that tail. That's where the problem area is. It's just so tiny. Like Noah's really making us work here. He said, my goby's not going to come easy. Really want to get things re-gelled up really well. Best we can without just scorching the silicone. Alright, let's just go for it. What the heck? Little thin, tiny stream of very hot white pearl. I think that'll work. Ooh, this will really test your control chops right here. Okay, first laminates down in the goby. Drum roll, please. All right. Let's see if they came out. Such a cool little bait. Hey! Look at that. Alright, didn't quite get the tail to fill in. That's, oops! That's where we'll have to really get some practice in. But I rather like the color. I need a little bit more. I think what we're going to do is capsule them on the next one instead of try to pour a laminate, because I just don't think I can get the tail to fill any other way. Yeah, almost got it there on that one. Alright, Now I'm just going to capsule one, which means I'm going to just pour the whole thing. Let it really get down into that tail. Alright. And then dump it out. That's just going to leave a shell of brown. Alright. And then from there, we might actually pour it somewhat, fill it up again, somewhat as a laminate. So sort of a capsule laminate. That way we have better filling inage of the tail. Now those, I guess the little side fins there are going to be tricky. But I think this is my best bet on how to pour this thing and get the effect I want. So we're just going to have to go with that. Come on, get down to the tail. There you go. Alright. Looks like it's down into the tail. Now I'll pour it out, but leave some in the bottom. Yeah, I think that's how we're going to do it. Alright, so we have these first two cavities heat gunned all the way up. As to say, we have got them re-gelled really well. Yeah. So that's going to be cool. Those little fins on the side are almost going to be laminated. I was able to get both colors in there. Yeah, that'll be pretty special if that comes out like I think it's going to come out. Alright, let's get one out. And let's do it up close. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yes! That is what I'm talking about in terms of, a more blended laminate, right? It's not as, to compare and contrast. See how, okay. See how the first one, there's a pretty defined line between the two colors? And in this one, it fades more right into the white pearl. To me, that's just a very subtle difference that turns a good pour into a great pour. This is natural color blending and looks like the capsuling way just blended colors just a little bit better. That's incredible. Oh man, let's get another one out. Let me pull another one out here off camera. Oh yes. Oh yes. Just slightly different. And my tail's filled in a little bit better. You can see there. Dude. Alright, now wait till you see how we add the black eyes. Here's something that we have probably never done on this channel. Okay, so every picture of a goby that I looked at, the eyes were black. Now obviously we can see this has incredible detail around the eyeball. So instead of trying to pour that or try to put dotting paint on it somehow, right? Lureworks Spike It has these paint pens for soft baits. So we're just going to dab it. Just gonna dab it until we think that that eyeball is complete. Just little dabs of black. And no, it won't be perfect, but nothing in nature is. Yeah, look at this. Yeah. And now that goby has gone from good to great to exquisite even. Okay, so we'll do this side. And I got to thinking about it, I was like, I've probably never used paint pens on World's Worst Fishing. I've shown so many other ways to put color on a bait. I don't know if this is the best way to do this. I would think that dotting paint would probably hold up a little bit better. This is sort of for kind of on the water use, like I want a quick chartreuse tail or something like that. You know, this is more, you know, take a worm and, you know, paint the head black or paint the tail chartreuse. However, we can use it, oops, on our baits here today. Now look at that. Amazing. Yeah, okay. Not bad for our kind of first run at these today. Yeah, really cool. Okay, so we got a natural pattern out of the way. Now let's try something just fun. I'm thinking dead on plastics, those dorks right there. I'm thinking they're blue craw pigment, because it will sort of have the natural brown goby vibe, but it's going to have that awesome brown to blue morphing effect that will probably look pretty awesome in this mold. And then after that, we'll do something completely unnatural, like a color shift or a hyper shift, or maybe one of the new hollow shifts or something. Okay, here we go. Some blue craw. And hey, maybe they'll come out with blue goby color, and then we're really in business. Alright, so I don't want to oversaturate it. So we'll see where that gets us. Also like 1 drop of blue. And with any morph color, whether you're using the kiwis, smashberry, blue craw, or even motor oils, you gotta really mix the color well. Really mix things up. That way you get that full morph effect. And I like to add a little bit of flake to things. So a little bit of medium-sized black flake, sort of just for some texture. And then we're gonna go with a small blue flake to complement the blue. I really like to pour the AI botworm using this recipe, and it always looks good there, so I'm pretty sure it'll look good here. So we are on our way with our blue craw. Yeah. Alright, let's get a few of these filled in for y'all. Yeah. Just slow and steady. Yeah. Alright. On to the next one. I may have slightly over poured that one. That's okay. The expectation of perfection when pouring a mold in silicone is less than that of a mold in aluminum, which is one of the good things about pouring in silicone. You know, it's imperfect because it's handmade, and oftentimes you don't pour them perfectly. Okay, and speaking of the Noah Allen Clark coffin craws, here's, I think, his largest size. So let's get some plastic in it, shall we? This is where it gets squirrely. All you can do is do your best. I love how molds like this present such a fun, unique challenge. So yeah, there it is. Not too bad, actually. Yeah, looking good here. And of course it's blue craw, so it is a brown to blue. So you can see it kind of looks brownish and then bluish all at the same time. Alright, so pick one up, hold it up to the light. It's blue. Put it in a beam of natural sunlight. You can see it's blue, but it also will throw that brown at you, right? So look at that angle. We got the brown. It's part of what makes this color really natural, I think, is its ability to look different, like most things in nature. Yeah. There it is. The blue craw goby. Goby 1 Kenobi. You're my only hope. And here are the coffin craws. Yeah. Let's get one out. Yeah, you can really see how it's brown and blue all at the same time. And, you know, this name comes from the whole idea of a molten craw. So, yeah, really something special there. Alright, now let's have a little bit of fun. Here is one of those new shift powders, Hollow Shift. This one is Royale with cheese. Okay, there we go. Royal cheese, as I'm going to call it. Should be kind of fun. Very fun indeed. Yeah, let's get some in there. 2 drops of black to bring her out. And let's go for it. These will be some crazy gobies. Yeah. And of course, you know, just like any other mold, you could get even more crazy with it. Try to only accent color the fins. You know, try to only accent color the tail, which good luck with that. You know, we could have probably gotten away with a 3-color laminate. But, you know, I just kind of wanted to show you guys just some fun things that you could do with the mold without needing to just always be at expert level, you know, like it's not meant to be difficult, it's meant to be fun. Alright, here we go, the Crown Royal with cheese. Which, pretty cool name there, I must say. Or Royale with cheese, I don't think it's actually Crown Royal. Maybe it's just me thinking of Crown Royal. Yeah, looking good. I can get these powders hot. Any powder, you can really get that plastic running thin. Yeah, those filled in beautifully. Okay, here it is, our display of gobies from today. We got all the eyes painted up. Yeah, really cool. Here's the royal cheese. Yeah, you can see it's got all its shiftiness going on. And then the blue craw. Love it. So, question of the day. Which one is your favorite? I can tell you right now, just from a bait maker standpoint, this one is by far my favorite. It was also the most difficult, so that's going to play a factor. But if I was just wanting to... Now, bear in mind, folks, we're in Florida here, okay? I have never fished a goby. I don't even know how you would fish a goby. I just know that the smallmouth bass really like them. But we are fresh out of smallmouth bass here in Florida. However, these would be the ones that I would take to the water. Now, I would also take these, but these would be the ones that I would be like, okay, we're definitely going to get bit on that. And definitely this one. And if they're really biting, this one. Now, that's not saying that these 2 colors are bad colors. Just for a goby, just what I've seen from gobies. To me, this one, and that was the point, was to try to do a natural one and then show you some other things. But this one for me, for sure. Alright, well, that was super fun. I would rig one of these up and try to show y'all how to work it. I honestly don't know. I can make the baits, but I can't always fish them properly. In the case of a goby, I have very little clue how to do it, but this has prompted me to learn. I doubt I'll be throwing a goby here in North Florida anytime soon. You know what? I could probably get one to smoke it during bedding season, though. Drop a goby in a bed, and probably a largemouth would hit it. Other than that, for my purposes, it's just an awesome mold. It got a lot of attention, like I said. Noah does a great job. So anyway, check him out again, Slim's Lures. Really good friend of mine. We talk all the time. So yeah, he was telling me today, actually, he just sent 30 coffin craw molds to Sweden. So he is now worldwide with his talents. So anyway, yeah, really fun. Not bad considering I know nothing about gobies. But I had a really good time pouring the mold. I've actually had the mold for a while, and I've poured it here and there, but I've never really dedicated a few hours at a time. So that was really my first time giving it a spin, and I have to say, it is so rewarding when you pull it out and all those little features. You know, it even has lips. You know, it has a nose, it has the eyes, it has all the fins. like you pull it out and you're like, wow, this was definitely worth the effort. So super fun mold. But anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Everyone, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see next on the channel. It's a brand new year. We can look forward to a brand new year's worth of content. So let me know what y'all want to see, and we'll catch you in the next one.